What's up my peeps? We are back again with another video. In this one we're going to be making hardtack. This is like the ultimate survival snack food that has been used all throughout history really by pirates, explorers, soldiers. Like this is proper nasty rations just to keep you alive because it lasts so long and it's virtually indestructible. Like another word for it is like molar breaker or molar cruncher because it's so hard, like you won't bite it, you'll break your teeth. So today we're going to give it a try and see if we can make it, if we can actually get it to last this long and see what it tastes like because I'm actually kind of curious. So what we're going to need is some flour, some salt, and just a bit of natural filtered water or spring water. You don't want to use chlorine stuff because the chemicals in there can make it go a bit rancid and it's not what you want. You just don't want the chlorine water apparently. Not sure why. So, filtered water, flour, salt. Let's get into it. Obviously, I'm not out in the wilderness. I've got some glass bowls and some little plastic measuring cups. But if we were, from the last video, we would have had to carve our own or make glass. I think in the future videos, I would want to make my own like plates, bowls, cups. Even learn how to make like glass from sand. I think that'll be a cool video. And also, we have an actual oven. When I can, we'll try it again once we've created our own oven in the future, but we'll get there. So, what we're gonna need is 2 cups of flour. We'll get that sorted first. I'm gonna make my own flour. I've had done a little bit of research and I'm gonna give that a go in one of the videos. So, keep an eye out for that because I think that'll be a lot of fun. And I can make bread from that flour, make more of this. But for now, onto the molar breakers. Cup of flour. 2 cups of flour. You want to try and use a bread flour. Apparently this will make it last longer. You want like as little protein and stuff in there because that's all moisture and will make it go off. So the more refined it is, the longer it's going to last. And if you're ever in a situation and you need that, you'll be thankful that you used the flour, the bad flour. Next we need 3/4 cup of water. And 2 teaspoons of salt. If you live near the sea, you're lucky. If you don't, we'll have to figure out where we can get some salt from. Sorted. So let's give this a little mix and see how we get on. Lucky for me, I've got the spoon that I created in the last video. Came in handy. So it's gonna end up being super thick. Yeah, look at that. Oh, starting us off. God, that's so thick already. When we start using our hands now. It's gonna be so thick. Oh God. Does this even look edible to you? Like, look at that. Doesn't even want to stick together, it's so thick. First we're going to need a chopping board. You can make one of these in the wild if you like. I'm sure we'll do that sometime. Included in our, when we're making all our other bowls and stuff. What we want to do is roll it to about 1/2 inch thick or so. Not too thick, not too thin, but it's just so crumbly, isn't it? Okay. We'll start by doing this. I think I should knead a little bit more actually. This stuff is thick. Hey. I do not have a rolling pin. Got a wine bottle. Works great. Blimey. I feel like this stuff would last forever. It doesn't even seem edible. Don't know how it's gonna last for 100 years. That is insane. Imagine spending your life eating this. If you're a pirate, soldier. Okay, I think that's good enough. That's what we're working with here. Boom. I'd say it's about, yeah, just about half an inch. Give or take. Our next step is we want to cut it into size biscuits that we're after. So you want about, I think, 3 inches by 3 inches. Cut them in half. And then we'll cut them in half again. Oh, lovely. So the next step is that we need to poke holes into it. But the reason for this is to let all the steam out. So it does actually have a bit of practicality, not just for decoration. But I don't know how many holes I need to put in here. Sorted. Look at that. Look at the texture of it. Even look at this piece. Look how dry that is. Oh. Hopefully that focused and you guys saw what it looks like. Just think of like a very crummy dough. It is time for these to go in the oven. You want to preheat your oven to about 190 degrees Celsius or about, I think it's 375 Fahrenheit. Obviously, our ovens are a lot more efficient than one you find in a ship's galley back in the day. So sometimes they'll be baked like 3 or 4 times until they need to be like rock solid. So I think we'll just keep checking on them, see how we get on. We might have to do longer, but initially you want to do a first bake of about 30 minutes. Flip them over, and then do about another 30 to 40 minute bake, depending on how hard we are. Boom, boom. Lovely jubbly. That's hot. Get them in there. And we'll be back in about 30 minutes or so. Give them a little check and maybe a little flip. See how we get on. After our first baking, let's see how we're getting on here. Ooh. Look at that. These are already rock solid. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's turn them over. And they're gonna go back in for another 30 to 40 minutes. Depending how we get on. Let's see. Boom. We are back. And I think we are good. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh. I think they are solid enough. Woo, hot. Turn that off and back to the table. Oh my god. Okay, so I think they are cooked enough. This is our finished product, but yalla. God, imagine having to survive. Still hot. Like, imagine actually having to survive on these. Like, these were your rations. Oh my gosh, shame. Maybe it's too hot for me to try one. So I'm gonna give it a little bite. I'm not gonna break my teeth because we don't need to do that. But apparently the best way to soften these, like when they're ready for eating, when you need them, is to either dip them in some coffee or fry them in a bit of like animal fat, like tallow. So we'll try the coffee method and see how we get on with that because let's give you a close up. Ooh. Ooh, okay, we're cracking. Okay, it's a bit like a rusk. It is so dry. Ooh, we got our coffee. Gonna move these guys over here because we don't want to let them have any moisture because that'll make them go rancid and they will not last as long. So a little dip. It's hot. It's still hot. I think I need to soak this thing in here for at least 5 minutes. I think if you're traveling, like to go camping or whatever, I don't even think airport security would let you take these through. Like, this is a weapon, not food. Okay, well, obviously tastes. Obviously doesn't taste too great, but it just tastes like a hard biscuit, to be fair. This is food. Edible, but tastes like crap. Should I send like a little gift to my mom and see what she thinks? Like, oh mommy, I baked you some cookies. I didn't say mommy. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna snap one of these in half and see what the middle's like. I don't know if the middle's supposed to be soft or hard, but they might need to go back in the oven for a little bit longer, we'll see. But let's see here. Boom. Okay, the middle's still soft. I think that's okay. You can kind of see like how thick the crust layer is. Okay, so apparently these are not done yet. The center needs to be the same as the outside. So I think these need to go back in for a while longer. Otherwise, they're just gonna be a regular biscuit and they'll be rotten within a week apparently. So back in the oven they go. 5-second rule. Right, okay, I think we are there. I don't even want to eat this. This looks inedible. I think the inside is now completely solid. It's still bloody hot, but look at that. Crazy. I think I may have made it a little bit too thick. Okay, they are completely hard on the inside, but look at this. I've literally just shattered them. That's how hard they are. Like, that was a hard hit together. Should we give it a taste? Let me try and bite it. It just shattered. Crazy. I guess that's it. How did people survive on this stuff? I probably should have been a little bit more careful with these. Did not realize they were gonna shatter so much. I really wanted to put some in a jar, and I might still do that actually. I've got a little jar here. I might just put them in and see how long they last for. I'm gonna close it up, and we will check back in a week. That's so dry. In a week, couple months, we'll see. Maybe even a year. But thank you so much for watching. I'm Jeff, and this has been Back to Our Roots. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Ciao, ciao, bye.